Welcome, everyone. Good morning to those who are gathered here in the sanctuary on Rugby Road and to all who are joining us online today. As we gather for worship, we begin with a musical prelude by Scott DeVeaux. Welcome to the Unitarian University Congregation of Charlottesville. Welcome to the Unitarian Universalist Congregation of Charlottesville. What? We're university now. I'm just kidding. Okay. My name is Caroline Landis, and I am delighted to serve as your worship weaver today. It is wonderful to be gathered here this morning, both online and here at Rugby Road. This sanctuary was built over 70 years ago on land that was the homeland of the Monacan people and that was once cared for by enslaved people from Africa and their descendants. We honor all who dwelt here and all in our congregation whose lives led to this moment of our gathering as a community of memory and hope. I invite you now to take a moment to greet others who are with us in worship this morning. Those online can unmute and say hello to one another, and those of us in the sanctuary or social hall are welcome to greet your neighbors, especially those you may not know.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Hi, everybody. Hello. Good to see you.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Look
Good morning.
at you all.
Good morning, everybody.
Good to see you all.
It's good. It's good to see you. Congregation is very talkative this morning. They're loud. We can hear them.
Oh. Do you want me to? We offer a special welcome to newcomers to our congregation and invite you to join us for fellowship after the service in the social hall. Feel free to use one of our red coffee mugs, which are for newcomers to our congregation. In addition to the sanctuary, seating is available in the social hall where there is a live stream for the service. Everyone is welcome in the sanctuary, but if you need a roomier space, the social hall is a good option. Many thanks to all the folks helping us share worship both here and online. Our on-site greeters, ushers, and hospitality and logistics team. And special thanks to our AV tech, Rachel Buckland, supporting the dual platform worship both online and here at Rugby Road. Thanks to our pianist, Scott DeVeaux, for sharing his musical gifts. And I am pleased to be weaving this morning with Reverend Leia and Rev Tim. Now, here to greet you from our Board of Trustees is Haley Owens.
Oh, you guys know how to make a person feel good. All right, good morning, everyone. My name is Haley Owens. I am your board secretary, and I'm also someone who grew up in this congregation. It is very special to welcome you all to this space of community today. This morning, we are celebrating and honoring our high school students who are transitioning into young adulthood with the ceremony of bridging. Later, we will be taking precious time together to collectively and lovingly decide our congregation's path at our congregational meeting. For me, these ceremonies are reflections of the time, effort, and love that each of us put into each other and building this community together at UUCville, or known as the University Charlottesville. It's doing this is how we make community. So, as a member of your board, I want to thank each of you for bringing your full selves, for finding ways to help out, and also, of course, for being open to receive this gift that we are creating together.
Thank you, Haley. Here are our announcements for this morning. Today is really the last day to purchase the attraction coupon books supporting our congregation's youth upcoming service trip, Repairing Homes in Appalachia through the Appalachian Service Project. The book costs $25. For more information and to purchase a book, speak to Margaret Gorman in the social hall after the service. Tomorrow, Monday, June 5th, is the last day to submit an application to be considered as one of our congregation's monthly social action collections. To learn more, speak with Elizabeth Breeden or visit our congregation's website. Today at 12:30 is our annual congregational meeting, and we encourage all members of our congregation to attend, and everyone is welcome, regardless of membership status. The agenda includes consideration of the 2023-2024 budget, a proposed new congregational mission statement, and the election of leaders for the Board of Trustees and other elected committees. Please join us in person or online for this important meeting. A pizza and salad luncheon is available for purchase, supporting our youth group's ASP trip. You may also bring your lunch into the sanctuary for meeting. There is also childcare on the playground during this congregational meeting this morning. Next Sunday, June 11th, is a food sharing Sunday at UUCville. Food scarcity is a reality for some members of our congregation. On food sharing Sundays, congregants who are able to bring in fresh food, groceries, and household cleaning supplies to share. Congregants whose food dollars are tight are welcome to take these items home. No questions asked or proof of need required. For more information, speak with Rev Leia or Rev Tim. Finally, everyone, please join us for coffee and conversation in the social hall after the service, and let us now settle in for worship.
Morning, everybody. Good to see you. Thanks for being here today. Lots and lots going on here at the UU Congregation of Charlottesville. Our call to worship this morning is entitled, Blessed Are We, and reflects this month's ministry theme of the path of resistance, which that beautiful altar table does as well. And the words this morning are by Andrea Hawkins Camper. Blessed are we who gather with open hearts together in this space today. Blessed are we the chalice lighters of resistance, justice, love, and faith. Blessed are we, the heretics, the outcasts, the walkers of our own way. Blessed are we, the border crossers, the refugees, the immigrants, the poor, the wanderers who are not lost. Blessed are we, the transgressors, the trespassers, the passers-by, the cause takers, the defiant, the compliant. Blessed are we, the hand extenders, the sign makers, the protesters, the protectors. Blessed are we, the trans women, the trans men, the non-binary, the cisgender, the multigender, the no gender. Blessed are we, the friend, the stranger, the lonely, the hidden, the visible, the authentic. Blessed are we who rise in solidarity. Blessed are we who cannot. Blessed are we who do not. Blessed are we for this, our beloved community, and this is who we are. Come, let us worship together.
As Rev Leia lights the flame of our chalice this morning, please join me in our unison chalice lighting words. We gather this hour as people of faith, with joys and sorrows, gifts and needs. We light this beacon of hope, sign of our quest for truth and meaning, in celebration of the life we share together. We light this chalice to celebrate Unitarian Universalism. This is the church of the open minds. This is the church of the helping hands. This is the church of the loving hearts. For our opening hymn this morning, please rise in body or spirit and join singing hymn number 347 in the gray hymnal, Gather the Spirit. The words will also be projected on the screen.
Gather the Spirit, harvest the bar. Our separate fires will kindle on flame. Witness the mystery of this hour. Our trials in this light appear all the same. Gather in peace, gather in thanks. Gather in sympathy now and then. Gather in whole compassion and strength. Gather to celebrate once again. Gather the spirit of heart and mind. Seeds for the sowing are laid in store. Nurtured in law and conscience refined, with body and spirit united once more. Gather in peace, gather in thanks, gather in sympathy now and then. Gather in hope, compassion and strength. Gather to celebrate once again. Gather the Spirit growing in all, drawn by the moon and fed by the sun. Winter to spring and summer to fall. The chorus of life resounding once more. Gather in peace, strength, sympathy sympathy now and then, gathering home compassion and strength, gather to celebrate once again. Gather in peace, gather in thanks, gather in sympathy, in hope, compassion, and strength, gather to celebrate once again.
Thank you. Our reading this morning is from the Ute Native people of North America. Earth, teach me stillness as the grasses are stilled with light.
Earth, teach me suffering as old stones suffer with memory.
Earth, teach me humility as blossoms are humble with beginnings.
Earth, teach me caring as the mother who secures her young.
Earth, teach me courage as the tree which stands alone.
Earth, teach me limitation as the ant which crawls on the ground.
Earth, teach me freedom as the eagle which soars in the sky.
Earth, teach me resignation as the leaves which die in the fall.
Earth, teach me regeneration as the seed which rises in the spring.
Earth, teach me to forget myself as melted snow forgets its life.
Earth, teach me to remember kindness as dry fields weep in the rain. Earth, teach me.
Now I'd like to invite you to rise in body or spirit and join in singing hymn number 21. This is in the gray hymnal. The words will also be projected on the screen. For the beauty of the earth. Please rise.
For the beauty of the earth, for the splendor of the skies, for the love which from our birth over and around us lies, source of all to thee we raise this our hymn of grateful praise, for the joy of ear and eye, for the heart and mind's delight, for the mystic harmony, linking sense to sound and sight, source of all to thee we raise this our hymn of grateful praise, for the wonder of each hour of the day and of the night, hill and vale and tree and flower, sun and moon and stars of light, source of all to thee we raise this our hymn of grateful praise, for the joy of human care, sister, brother, parent, child, for the kinship we all share, for all gentle thoughts and mild, source of all to thee we raise this our hymn of grateful praise.
This community offers its love and support to what is closest to our hearts. Another way we show our care for one another is in sharing our financial gifts with our community and our congregation. Our social action collection for the month of June is being taken for Sin Barreras, and Frank Sullivan, a 10-year volunteer and board member at that wonderful organization, is here to tell us about their vitally important work. Frank, please come on up and welcome.
Very much for allowing me to be here. Some of you may remember that I have been here over the years, 4 or 5 years. Some time ago, we are always very appreciative of your support. As Reverend Tim said, I've been with Cimbreras for 10 years now. I complete my 10-year service this June 15th, so you can share with me that accomplishment. It gives me a great deal of personal satisfaction in the pit of my stomach to be able to help the immigrants that we were remembering in our prayer earlier on. Cimbreras has 5 principal areas. One of them is welcoming and accommodating people, driver's licenses, and those sorts of things. We do a lot of legal and immigration work. I am recognized, although not a lawyer, I am approved by the Department of Justice to offer immigration services. We have 115 new citizens who we have helped over the course of the last and 200 DACA holders and 200 other immigrant benefits, including inviting relatives to come in legally. In addition, we have the services of 4 pro bono lawyers that have offered another 500 free consultations over the course of the last 5 or 6 years. So that's one big area where we believe significant improvements are taking place. Another is education. We do grade school education, we do high school education, GED equivalent. We do leadership studies for our community. It's a growing program that we think is getting at deeper needs than just the survival needs. Speaking of survival, we were very fortunate to be able to channel $650,000 worth of COVID support to over 1,000 Hispanic families over the course of the last 4 years. So volunteers like me contribute 7,500 hours last year of volunteer service. But volunteers are only half of what we do. The other half of it is the 8,500 hours where we need to pay people for keeping the doors open. Your contributions over the past years, and hopefully this year as well, will be to help us keep the doors open. We apply for grants to the city and to the county. The city approved us at 2.5% of our needs this year. The county didn't provide anything. So your contributions are extremely important to us in helping us to keep going. Thank you very much for your generosity.
Thank you, Frank, so much for all that you do and that Cimbreras does as well. Rachel, will you please show us the social action slide for giving for those who would like to make a donation right now? In addition to giving online, there it is. If you would like to give today with cash or check, please use one of the social action collection envelopes that are here in the sanctuary and place your offering in the collection plates. And by the way, we're passing the plates today. You won't be coming forward, so they'll be coming around soon. In addition to our social action, oh, by the way, you don't need to seal the envelopes. In addition to our social action collection, each week we invite everyone into the spiritual practice of generosity by giving to the ministry of our congregation. Through your pledges and with the weekly Sunday morning offering together, our financial gifts and support build the future of our congregation. This is our shared ministry. During the music that follows, you may choose to make your Sunday morning offering by, again, using this text address or going to our website. Here in the sanctuary, again, we ask that you remain seated as the ushers move among us and receive this morning's offering. And let us now dedicate all of the many gifts we share with one another by saying, "We accept your gifts with gratitude. May we use them wisely for the highest good.
Thank you, Scott, for the gift of your music this morning. One of the distinct honors of a congregation is celebrating the important life milestones of its people. Today is a special day for us as we honor youth in our congregation who are bridging to young adulthood and celebrate them and their recent accomplishments. We also celebrate today other significant milestones connected to learning and other achievements. If you have experienced a milestone and are not recognized this morning, please add your item using our Joys and Sorrows form on our congregation's webpage, and we will be sure to include your milestone in an upcoming service. We know that the last 3 years plus have been challenging for students at all levels as we continue to live with COVID-19. Those who we are celebrating today were all profoundly impacted by the pandemic. We can never know what it has been like for you and the impact the pandemic had on your learning and well-being. Today, we acknowledge your perseverance and your grit. Despite all the challenges, you did it. We also know during this time that some of you experienced the deaths of beloved family members and loved ones. And we know this sorrow has been on your hearts even as you've persevered. We remember your loved ones with you today and know that they would be so proud and happy for you as a person and for your accomplishments. I ask the congregation to please hold your applause. Our congregation acknowledges with joy this morning that Audrey Gresser-Oldham completed the K-Tech Nursing Assistant Program with honors and took and passed her Virginia State boards the following day. Audrey is now a licensed certified nursing assistant, and she plans to attend nursing school after she graduates from high school in 2024. Julia Landis graduated with a BA in Spanish from UVA and is already working with the Appalachian Service Project, serving in Lee County, Virginia. And Julia will be a fellow with ASP for the coming year. Ellie Ransom graduated summa cum laude from William and Mary with a double major in sociology and Hispanic studies, and she is contemplating her future plans. Sophie Moss graduated with an MBA from Emory's University Goizueta School of Business on a Woodruff Scholarship. Let us offer these dear people our congratulations. We are so happy for you, and we look forward to hearing more about where your paths next lead. And now, for our annual bridging ceremony, recognizing our high school seniors who are graduating and bridging to young adulthood. You who are bridging today are about to cross a bridge from here to there, from being seen and known as youth to your place as young adults. This bridge you cross has been lovingly built and carefully tended by your parents, your siblings, your friends, your teachers at school, your teachers here at church, the people who make up this Unitarian Universalist faith, and all those who have crossed this bridge before you. You too have a part in building this bridge, because as you cross it, you leave something of yourself. You add your own unique beauty, and you strengthen the bridge for all who will cross it in the years to come. In this distinctively Unitarian Universalist ritual, we recognize that you are young adults, that you've reached a milestone, a turning point, a transition in your lives, and that we, as a community that loves you, recognize, mark this moment, and honor this passage. We recognize and honor 5 youth today: Conrad Hines, Darius Mehta, Jen Pickering, Hank Powers, and Leo Williams. Again, I ask the congregation to please hold your applause until the end. Conrad Edward Hines, child of Caroline and David Hines, is a graduate of Charlottesville High School. Throughout high school, Conrad was heavily involved in CHS's theater department as a theater technician and specialized in scenery and prop design. He was also involved in CHS's engineering department and completed a capstone project synthesizing engineering and sculptural art by making the predatory plant Audrey in CHS's production of Little Shop of Horrors. Conrad won the top award for scenic design at the Virginia Theater Association Convention and won the top senior award and technical theater scholarship in the CHS drama department, along with winning a paid internship with the Charlottesville Opera. He is a recipient of the Charlottesville Promise Scholarship for 2023. Conrad hopes to continue working in theater production at the Paramount, Jefferson Theater, and the Pavilion this summer, and he has been accepted for theater scenery and design at the Virginia Commonwealth University School of Arts and will begin his studies there this fall. Darius Chadwick Mehta, child of Yvonne Chadwick Mehta and Sachin Mehta, is a graduate of Western Albemarle High School, where he was on the mountain biking team all 4 years and received the Grit Award as a junior and served as captain this year. Darius was a 4-year member of Western's robotics team and served as president this year. He founded Western's Great Outdoors Club and was a member of the National Honor Society as well as the English, Math, Social Studies, and Science Honor Societies. As many of you know, because you've experienced his creative videos as part of our congregation's stewardship campaigns, Darius uses his creative spirit to produce digital music, and he has an extensive portfolio. This summer, Darius will participate in our congregation's Appalachian Service Project trip and will deliver Good Eats with DoorDash. He will attend Amherst College in the fall. Jen Pickering, child of Kristen Morgan and Andy Pickering, is a graduate of Tandem's Friend School, where he has been a multi-sport athlete playing ice hockey, tennis, soccer, lacrosse, and wrestling. Jen plans to take a gap year that will include working as a camp counselor and a 2-week trip to Korea, and then the following year attend Christopher Newport University. Hansford Dove Powers, known to us as Hank, child of Liberty and Mitchell Powers, is a graduate of Charlottesville High School. As a freshman, he was a percussionist and part of the front ensemble for the marching band. During his junior year, Hank discovered a love for theater and was cast in the school's spring musical, where he challenged his comfort zone by learning choreographed dancing and singing in the chorus. He decided to continue his love of music by joining the school choir and auditioned and earned a place in the Voices of Virginia choir. This spring, he placed second in the all-district choir competition, singing bass. Before the SAT test, Hank committed to a strict schedule of study and review, and as a result, he exceeded his expectations and pulled off a score he's very proud of. In a week, Hank will be performing with the Voices of Virginia Choir in Rome, Italy, and Hank has the good fortune of being able to extend his trip with a quick flight over to Sardinia, where he will be visiting his cousin, who owns a kayaking business on the island. Hank was accepted to the School of Engineering at VCU, but he's planning on taking a much-deserved break from academia. He's looking forward to getting a job where he can be in nature, work with people, and stay fit. Richard Luke Eden Williams, known to us as Leo, is the child of Jen Davis and Kenan Williams and a graduate of the Miller School of Albemarle. Leo was on the soccer team as well as the tennis team and received the award in tennis this spring for Most Improved Player. Leo earned straight A's last semester and hopes he earned all A's this past spring as well. This summer, Leo is working at Panera and looking forward to opportunities to continue building his artistic skills through internships in design and also exploring the financial field. He will take a gap year next year with possible classes at PVCC or UVA as he continues to consider his options and future plans. We offer our love and congratulations to this very special group of young men. I invite Conrad, Darius, Jin, Hank, and Leo to please come forward at this time and stand with us on the chancel. Conrad, Darius, Jin, Hank, and Leo. You have been a part of this congregation for many years. I know each of you, and I can say without reservation that you are each kind, loving, compassionate, and connected to your sense of right and wrong, and to the values that guide you. It has been and is a gift and a privilege to be part of your lives. On behalf of our entire congregation, I wish you all the best as you embark on this next part of your journey, and hold out hopes for you for happy and fulfilling times ahead. May you always know that whatever triumphs or troubles come your way, you have the ongoing love and support of this congregation. We are delighted to honor you with a bridging ceremony to mark your transition from youth to young adulthood in our faith community.
You stand before us today having grown beyond the child you once were. With each new day, you learn more about yourself, your world, your loyalties, and your devotions. Today, we celebrate all that you are and all that you have accomplished. We anticipate with joy and enthusiasm the possibilities awaiting you. Each one of us grows into our fullness with the help, love, and care of those who nurture us. No one becomes their best self or wisest self without the guidance of others. We each owe a debt of gratitude to those who have supported our becoming. It is a blessing to be a mentor, teacher, parent, and friend. For all these opportunities, for all these connections, we are truly grateful.
It is in this spirit of gratitude that I invite parents, grandparents, and other family members of these youth to stand, as well as their coming-of-age mentors, their YRUU advisors, who are present in the sanctuary this morning. Please rise. Family members, mentors, and advisors, please join me in speaking the words of affirmation projected above the chancel. Beloved ones, we honor you and the many challenges and accomplishments that have brought you to this day. We thank you for the opportunity to walk beside you and nurture you during your growing up years. As you cross the bridge from childhood to young adulthood, we make this pledge with joy to surround you now and always with our love and support. We hold you in our hearts. You have our love and blessings. Thank you. Parents and advisors and family members, you may be seated. Bridgers, we have a few more words for you.
Conrad, Darius, Jen, Hank, and Leo, as you bridge from a youth to a young adult today, we celebrate the new perspectives you bring, and we stand with you as you face the uncertainties of a future you cannot know. Even as you take today your new place among us, we recognize you are in the midst of pursuing a new path waiting before you. As a congregation, we bless you now and promise you our support. I invite the congregation to speak with me the words of affirmation projected on the screen. We recognize this day as a time of new beginnings. You are leaving the security of the past and embracing an unknown future rich with possibility. Your congregation honors you at this time of change and transformation. We make this pledge with joy to persevere with you in our free faith, with all the blessings and responsibilities it brings. May you always know you have a place among us. And now I invite those in the congregation this morning who are lifelong Unitarians, Universalists, or Unitarian Universalists to please stand where you are. Graduates, please take a look at these people who stand with you. And on our behalf, I say, we who have been Unitarians and Universalists or Unitarian Universalists our entire lives welcome you into your new, more adult relationship with this faith tradition. We hope it will be a comfort and a challenge for you
as it has been for us. Wherever the journey of your life takes you, know that you will always have a home, not only here at UUCville, but among the wider community of UUs who, like you, strive to discover truths not yet known and to make the world a more just, equitable, and beautiful place. You all may be seated. I now ask the members of our congregation's young adult community, Caroline Landis and Haley Owens, to please come forward to welcome and stand with our graduates. So you guys can take more of a center stage.
Graduates, on behalf of UU young adults everywhere, and particularly here at UUCville, we greet you and welcome you to the community of young adults, which is now yours. Wherever your life's path next takes you, may you find sustaining connections with peers both within and beyond Unitarian Universalism.
May you discover a community of friendship that helps you continue to grow as a person of faith and also supports you in living your values every day. We welcome you to young adulthood.
Before we create the living bridge through which you will be invited to pass, we want to speak of a gift the congregation has for each of you to mark this milestone. If you completed our congregation's Coming of Age program, Challenge, you were gifted with a handmade chalice by Patty Wallens. We hope you will continue to enjoy this very special gift from Patty throughout your life. Today, we also have gifts to offer you as we mark this occasion. In a few minutes, we will present you with your own portable UU altar in a box. In your UU altar to go box, you will find a small chalice, a little more portable than the beautiful one that Patty makes. May it remind you of your own inner light, and may the light of its flame continue to light your way. There is also a small altar cloth, which I sewed for each one of you, and a book with inspirational UU readings for young adults, a prayer bracelet with the colors of the rainbow chalice so that you always remember them and they guide you. We've also included a small directional compass to help you keep in touch with your own true north. We hope these gifts, rich with symbolism, will be easy for you to take with you no matter where your path leads, and that they will serve as reminders of this congregation's love and affection for you wherever you may be. It is our custom in our child dedication ceremonies to give each child a rose from which the thorns have been drawn as a symbol of our wish to make their way in life smooth. Today, we give you a rose too, but this time the thorns have not been drawn. As a young adult, we hope you will grasp life with all its difficulties and sadness, along with all its joys and beauty. We believe you are ready to face life's sharp edges because we know you have the inner and the outer resources not only to survive, but to thrive. Conrad, Darius, Jin, Hank, and Leo, our wish for you is that you find joy and meaning at every turn.
Will the parents of these bridgers, as well as their youth advisors and challenge mentors and any of their other religious education teachers through the years, and all our lifelong Unitarians, Universalists, and Unitarian Universalists, please form a living bridge down the center aisle of our sanctuary?
Help them take the bridge as they go. Yeah, so put your hands up. So put your hands up and touch the person across from you.
Sorry, go ahead. It's okay.
So Bridgers, I invite you to walk down the side aisles to the back of the sanctuary where Reverend Tim will greet you and he will guide you through the living bridge. So you can go down. You all may be seated.
Bridgers, we offer you these gifts and our abiding love. May life greet you with all its richness and bounty, and may you know that you are never alone.
May your fear burn away, and may your soul continue to unfurl its wings. And with it, may you soar forever, forever, and forever. Alleluia,
Alleluia.
amen,
Amen.
and blessed be. You all may receive the joy of the congregation. And please rise now in body or spirit for our hymn. We will sing together number 396 in the gray hymnal, I Know This Rose Will Open.
I know this rose will open. I know my fear will burn away. I know my soul will unfurl its wings. I know this rose will open. I know this rose will open. I know this fear will burn away. I know my soul will burn its wings. I know this rose will open. I know this rose will open. I know this rose. I know this rose. I know my soul. I know this rose. 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 I know my soul. I know my soul. I know this rose. I know this rose. I know this rose. I know this rose will open.
You may be seated. I know this rose will open. I know my fears will burn away. I know my soul will unfurl its wings. I know this rose will open. These words that we just sang together are indeed a blessing offered to our young adults, and really to each one of us. Each of us are on a journey of unfolding, of becoming. And our UU faith teaches us that throughout our lives, we will continue to unfold like the petals of a rosebud. The line, "I know my fear will burn away," is important. It is powerful to sing these words and to remember that our fear can burn away. Being human, being fully alive, is fraught with times of uncertainty and fear, disappointment and happiness, work and play, joy and ease. Being our best human selves requires risk and courage and the ability to notice when we are afraid, to honor our fear, to honor all of our feelings, and yet not be controlled by them. Today, as we celebrate the newly minted young adults among us, we acknowledge for them and remind ourselves that change, life transitions, simply being human in this big old world can be hard and scary. And it's okay. It's normal to feel this way. It's normal for our bridgers and their parents to feel excited and uncertain, tentative, or scared. What I want to remind all of us, but especially for you, dear young adults, is to return to the metaphor of the bridge you just crossed. The bridge from youth to young adulthood is a one-way bridge. We are marking a particular moment in time, a particular time in your life, a transition, a passage made. You cannot return to the child you once were. But the bridges between us, the bridges between all of us, the bridges from me to you, the bridges from you to me, now that's another matter. They are not one way. They go both directions. We travel the bridges from heart to heart, back and forth, with care and compassion, building connections. We do this when we listen to each other and support one another's unfolding. We do this when we show up on behalf of this community in larger spaces and work for justice in the world. We do this when we share a meal, when we offer a ride, when we clean up someone else's mess, when we volunteer in religious education classes. My heart to yours, yours to mine, parents to youth, young adults to parents. We are a community of love and support, and we strive to deepen our understandings of ourselves, each other, and the wider world. We travel bridges from heart to heart with regularity, consistency, and intention. We don't do it perfectly. We mess up from time to time and need to make amends and try again. But this is a faith community committed to building bridges, connecting hearts, and making spaces for healing in ourselves, each other, and our big, beautiful, messy, hurting world. So to our precious young adults, as we said to you in your bridging ceremony, wherever your life's path next leads, near or far, remember that this community is here for you, with all our flaws and all our fabulousness. Stay connected to us. Stay connected to your UU faith and values wherever you are. We love you. We will be here for you, and we celebrate you and our connections, all of us, heart to heart. May we live this promise all of our days. Amen, and blessed be. Please rise now in body or spirit for our closing hymn, number 1064 in the teal hymnal, Blue Boat Home. The words will be projected.
Standing on these mountains and plains, far away from the rolling ocean, still my dry land heart can say, I've been sailing all my life now, never harbor or port have I known. The wide universe is the ocean I travel, and the earth is my blue boat home. Sun, my sail, and moon, my rudder, as I ply the starry sea, leaning over the edge in wonder, casting questions into the deep, drifting here with my ship's companions, all we kindred pilgrim souls, making our way by the lights of the heavens in our beautiful blue boat home. I give thanks to the waves upholding me, hail the great winds urging me on, greet the infinite sea before me, sing the sky my sailor's song. I was born upon the fathoms, never harbor or port have I known. The wide universe is the ocean I travel, and the earth is my blue boat home. The wide universe is the ocean I travel, and the earth is my blue boat home. Blue boat
And extinguishes our chalice, I offer these words of benediction. Life bestows great gifts to each one of us. It is our task to notice these gifts, to appreciate them, and also to use them in the service of love and justice. Wherever we go, may we each be the person who draws the circle ever wider, welcoming the friend and stranger alike, joining hands and hearts to build the bridges that connect us to one another, and to the larger love that holds us all. Go in peace and with love. Amen.
Do you want to invite the Bridgers to do the receiving line?
They should. I don't know if they will, but they should.